Hey guys, it's Chiara. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I filmed this everyday makeup look with a winged liner. I think that it's everyday. I don't know, I might have a lot of makeup on. It's not a quick everyday, but it's definitely an everyday routine. So if you want to see how I created this look, stay tuned. Today I'm going to be wearing the L'Oreal Infallible Total Coverage Foundation. This is a 24-hour weightless feel, and if you haven't tried the Infallible line, you guys are seriously missing out. Mixing this foundation with Cover FX Custom Enhancing Color Drops in the shade Rose Gold. To apply this foundation, I'm going to be using my new Morphe M439 Deluxe Bruffer Brush. This has become my favorite everyday foundation, partly because it's only $10, and the other reason is because it's super full coverage. And I used to have to color correct my dark circles and my little, dark blemish marks, but with this, I don't have to. I can just put it right on all over my face and it blurs all of my imperfections. On my brows, I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Ebony to bring these brows together. I'm sorry, you guys, I haven't gotten my eyebrows done in literally forever, but you know what, with this, I feel like you can just manipulate your eyebrows into any shape that you want, so it's just gonna work out today. Moving on to the eyes, first I'm picking up the shade Chickadee from Makeup Geek using a detailed crease brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm applying that from my inner corner to outer corner right in my crease. If you guys are looking for some affordable, super pigmented eyeshadows, I definitely recommend Makeup Geek. They retail at about $6 plus shipping, so you're going to get a lot of color payoff for a little amount of money. Then, just to make sure that I have no harsh lines, I'm going to take my Morphe blending brush and smooth everything out. Then, from the Naked Heat palette, I'm taking the shade Cayenne and applying it using that same detailed crease brush, and I'm going to put it right underneath the first shade. I'm going to drag out my shadows slightly a little bit because I'm doing a wing liner, so this is going to help me shape my wing. As always, when you're applying the second color, make sure you don't go higher than the first color you applied. You guys just need to remember that makeup is all about layering and blending, so you want to make sure that you can see those layers in the finished look. Then, using my blending brush again, I'm going to blend out the harsh lines between those two colors. On my lid, I'm using the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Crayon, and I use this color almost every day. I'm using the shade Gold. And I love these cream colors because they're so pigmented underneath your shadow, and they just secure your eyeshadow to stay in place all day long. I just apply the cream directly on my eyelid, and then I go in and blend it out with a flat eyeshadow brush. Going back into my Naked Heat palette, I'm grabbing the shade Ounce, and I'm going to apply this on top of the cream color that I just applied on my lids. You guys know the drill, picking up that blending brush one more time, and I'm going to blend all of the harsh lines out so that we can blend seamlessly together. For my liner, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Super Slim Liquid Eyeliner in the color Black. And this has made my eyeliner chronicles go a lot smoother, you guys. I stopped using my gel, I stopped using my liquid, I switched to a felt tip, and I have not had any trouble since. One trick I always do to make my eyes look brighter is apply this NYX Faux White Eye Brightener in the shade Purple directly on my waterline. I've already applied my mascara, so now it's time for my lashes. Today I'm using the Eyelure Dramatic Lash in the number 205. I think I got these for Target for like $8, so they're not bad for a drugstore lash. For my first concealer today, I'm using, of course, my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC45. I'm applying my first concealer shade with my concealer brush from the Beauty Supply, just around my under eye and a little bit onto my nose to help my contour and on my chin. Then I'm going to blend it out using my Beauty Blender. Then for my contour, I'm using my Black Opal foundation stick in the shade Carabo. I'm going to go ahead and snatch this nose together real quick, and then I do my cheekbones to give me more definition, as well as this 5 head that I just cannot leave the house without contouring. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for this big, huge, long head. Then to blend this out, I'm using my tapered contour brush from Real Techniques. This is my go-to contour brush. I don't think I've ever used a different one, and I really don't want to start using one either. If you're going to use a cream contour, you have to spend the time blending everything together. You can use a powder one if you're not really up for the blend game. I've gotten my blend game strong, but just make sure you do blend everything together just so that we don't have harsh lines and we're not looking like a puzzle piece when we go outside, okay? Okay. Now I'm going to take that second concealer color, and I know I'm not using Shape Tape. I wanted to try something new. So I got the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer Cream in the shade Neutral or M29. I used to use this when it was in like the squeezy thing, but I stopped, and then I was like, I use Shape Tape too much. I need to try something new. So I went back to this. I do think she changed the formula. It's like super, super thick, so you have to work fast and it dries easily. If you're a Shape Tape girl, it's not as moist. Like, I don't really like that word, but it's just not the same. I like this, but it is very thick. If you're okay with that consistency, I would recommend this because obviously Kat Von D is known for her super full coverage concealers, and you guys know I'm a full coverage girl, so I'm all for this concealer. Then I'm going to set all my concealed areas with my Studio Fix Perfecting Powder in Medium Plus. This is my go-to. I use it every day. I'm not really a baker. I kind of just like to set my makeup. So this really sets. I have no flashback. So if you're looking for something that you're not going to get flashback on, I definitely recommend getting this powder. Then to set my contour, I'm going over it with my Black Opal True Color Ultra Matte Foundation Powder in the shade Medium Deep. For today's look, I want to be super bronzed and glowy, so I'm going in with my Sonia Kashuk, hopefully that's how you pronounce it, Chic Luminosity Bronzer in the shade Goddess. For my highlighter today, I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty Match Stick in the shade Blonde. And since this is just a stick cream and I feel like if I glide it on my cheek would mess it up, I like to warm up the color on my fan brush and then apply it on the high points of my face. For blush today, I'm using one of my faves from MAC in Burnt Pepper. Then to lock all my makeup in, I'm going to be using my setting spray from Mario Badusik. Then for my lip liner, I'm going to be using my NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner. I love these lip liners because they're super matte and they're not like shiny like the other ones used to be. They did good with these ones. For my everyday looks, I'm definitely a gloss girl, so I'm going to go in with my favorite gloss from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Toffee. Alright guys, so that's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. Make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know what you want to see in my next video.